What a bargain!
Shut up and take my money.
One eternity later.
Fragile.
What's up, everybody? I'm Eric Lee and you're watching 31 and Counting, and today I'm going to tell you why I chose to make the Canon M50 my new vlogging camera. What's up, guys? So I'm gonna get right into this and tell you why I think the Canon M50 is still gonna be the best vlogging camera for 2020. Now, some of the features that I like about the Canon M50 is, well, it's gotta be the price. Price is gonna be the first thing that any entry-level consumer or anyone who's just new to YouTube or vlogging or just want a nice, good camera, this is gonna be your best bet. I think it's comparable to a lot of T7Is and things like that. But it's just a little bit better to me, and it's smaller. I'm all about the mirrorless cameras, even though you would need a conversion for some of the other lenses. But this met most of my check boxes that I set up for the camera. And when we start off with the price, I'm gonna tell you this camera can be about $700 new. But like, if you're like me, I'm used to buying new things. But Canon has such a good system put together with warranty for the refurbished cameras that I got this refurbished on Canon's website for $430 with the kit lens. I think the kit lens may have only been $30 different between just the body and the kit lens. So I mean, it was a no-brainer to snag both. And this kit lens isn't very bad either. You're gonna get all the autofocus features with this camera that are way better than the camera I'm shooting with right now. The camera I'm shooting with now is the SX730 HS. It's just a point and shoot. There's no lens change out or anything like that. I don't know the proper term, but it has 4x zoom, which was 40x zoom, which I really liked. But it's an okay camera. I've shot all my videos on the camera you're looking at now, which is not as good as this camera. I've shot just a little bit with this, and it was so much fun to upgrade my cameras. And we haven't even changed out the lenses yet. I think the next lens I'm gonna get is a 50mm or a 35mm. So that video will be in the future. The second thing I really like about this is the quality and the options. This will shoot a great 1080p, but it also shoot 4K, and that's something that I'm not used to shooting yet. This will shoot raw video. The only problem with the 4K is going to be the crop factor. Now with the camera I'm using now, there is a tremendous crop factor every time I cut it on, so I'm used to that. That's not an issue for me, but if you're used to having a DSLR and you change into the Canon M50 and you want to shoot 4K, this may not be the camera for you. But I think still on YouTube, 1080p is going to be more than enough. Some of the devices that we have out now will view 4K pretty good, but 1080p is more than sufficient, especially for entry level. And like I said, you can still shoot this with in 4K, and maybe you get the right lens to make it look better, a really wide lens to kind of compensate for the crop factor. The next thing I want to talk about is the screen. So the one I have now, it flips up. So like the screen would be here, and I can look up and see how I am in the camera. Well, on this one, it has full, look at that, full rotation. So I can be looking at it like this, or if I'm viewing the camera, it'll be just right here, and that way I'll have a space available to put a microphone, a light, or something like that. So that's a pretty cool thing, a pretty cool feature for anybody wanting to shoot vlogs. You know, get yourself lined up and then be able to, you know, line yourself up and see in the camera to make sure that everything looks good, you know, because you don't want to record and then you're not in the frame, you know, and find out after you're done. So that's one cool thing I like about this. The vlogging camera is small, incredibly lightweight, so you can put a rig together with maybe a Rode mic or any other kind of microphone on top, or a light, or you know, whatever options on here, and it's still going to be lighter than most DSLRs. So that's a big up, or a big plus for anyone trying to get this camera or looking at this camera as an option. So speaking of external microphones, the Canon M50 has a jack that allows you to hook up a microphone, an external microphone right there. Now the camera I'm shooting with right now does not allow for that, so all the audio you've heard on all my previous videos and this video that you're watching right now have all been directly from the camera. Now I could have synced out, but that would have just been more, you know, I would have just bought more gear and I couldn't really, you know, streamline it the way I want. With this, I can put a shot mic or a lapel mic attached to this, and it's gonna sync up all my audio and it's gonna be more crisp. So that's something I'm gonna do in the future. I'm gonna get myself a shot mic or a lapel mic, and then I'll let you guys see what the difference is in sound, and if you guys like the audio better, maybe I'll have you vote on it and see what sounds best. But that's another feature that I think is incredibly useful if you're trying to really step up your YouTube game in the future. One of the downs to this camera that I was aware of, and it's not a big deal to me, I'll just buy extra batteries, but the battery is not very good focus. I can't wait to get rid of this camera. The battery on this is not very good, so it won't last very long. This is a beast of equipment and it drains the battery. Just buy an extra one. You can get secondhand batteries pretty cheap. The Canon batteries are expensive, so off-brand ones will do the job. There's other videos of how you can alter this and even put a plug-in battery, you know, so you can run a cable. I don't think I'm gonna run a cable, even though I have a setup that pretty much stays stationary. I don't think that's something I'm looking to do in the future. I don't normally record for hours, you know, at a time. Maybe if I start doing more lives, this will be something that I'll be into, but right now it's not really it's not a make or break thing having a short lasting battery. But that's pretty much in a nutshell. The build is very solid. The only other thing I'm new to doing is focusing the lens as soon as I turn it on. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So as soon as you turn this camera on, which is with a little switch, you just switch right there, turn that, and now it's on. But as soon as you turn it on, you have to focus this lens. Now that's something different for me. And if you, right there's a little triangle, you're gonna hit this switch up, and this unlocks the little ring right there, and you just pull all the way to the left and to the right, and now we're pretty focused. Everything is, look at this, all in my face. So that's pretty much the only thing that was new to me. And it's just, I think it's just for this kit lens. It's the only one that's like that. I thought that was pretty cool. It's a little different, and when you turn it off, it reminds you to lock that back up and close it up. But as for the kit lens, I'm going to show you some video of focusing. Now I'm going to use an action figure as focus. Oh man, I'm telling you, this camera it knows that I have a new upgrade and it's starting to act silly. I'm going to show you me focusing from one figure to the other, and this, I should tell you, this is touchscreen, so that's going to be pretty cool. It's just, I just focus on one, I press it, and then I'll focus on the other thing. So you check that out. Okay, so you can see how I'm focusing back and forth. That's pretty cool. One of the most important things for anyone is ease of use. Now, although some people like to, place everything in manual, but I keep this in auto because the Canon M50 has 140 plus focusing points. And that's I mean, come on, 140 plus, that's gonna be pretty cool. So I should never have a problem finding my face in the video. And the focus should stay pretty crisp. And everything I've recorded so far, that's pretty much fact. Some of the other features that I really enjoy about this is how easy it is to connect to my phone. Now you can either use NFC, it has wireless, Bluetooth, all of that stuff. So say if I'm recording or if I have the camera across the room for some reason, I could open it up on my phone and use my phone as a display. So I can make sure everything looks good, how crisp everything is. There's gonna be a little bit of lag when I'm recording, but at least you get to see yourself if you're framed up properly and your phone, and you can hit record with this. Now that's one of the features that I don't have on my other Canon camera that I'm using right now, is I can view what I'm looking at and make sure I'm framed up, but I'm not able to really control the camera the same way. And it's a tad bit difficult to hook up to my phone with the camera I'm recording with now. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch over and let you guys see if the footage looks any different when I'm using the Canon M50 to record, and if the sound quality changes at all. Okay guys, so we're shooting with the Canon M50 now. Yes, it's gonna take a little getting used to. I'm not used to the camera screen being on the right side as I'm looking at it. I'm used to it being up top. So if my eyes tend to wander a little bit to the side, sorry. But this is something I gotta get used to. I hope you guys can see a difference in the video quality, maybe even the audio. Let me know in the comments down below if you can tell a difference. Looking at the screen as I'm doing right now, I can see a big difference. The dark colors are like the black is way more darker, and the contrast just looks more clear, and everything just looks better. That's just pretty much what you expect when you upgrade your camera, is you want to know those differences and for them to be noticeable to you. The grip of the camera, even though I don't normally use it, my camera is normally on a tripod when I'm doing these styles. I don't do a lot of vlogs anymore, but the comfort of the Canon M50 is so nice. And like I said, right now I'm shooting on auto, so I can see a little square around my face, so I stay in focus more often. And I'm impressed with this. Guys, if you found this video to be entertaining, or if you found anything in this video to be worth watching, go ahead and like and subscribe. I have new videos coming out every week, and I hope everybody's staying safe and practicing that social distancing. I don't know how much time we got left, and I think I'm getting more feral looking as time goes by, but I'm trying to keep a positive attitude. I hope you guys are too. I'm Eric Lee. You're watching 31 and Counting. Stay safe. We out.